This is the Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge. Earning your living executing trades from the comfort of your home seems a lot more cool than most 9 to 5 gigs. Trouble is, if you don't know what you're doing, you can wreck your portfolio. But with our trading instructors, BK, Soto, and Mitchell, you'll learn how to day trade the futures market. Streaming daily, 9 to 11 a.m. Free. This is a free trading education channel. The Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge, where everybody is welcome. Get in the chat, ask us questions, learn. And now your instructors. This is BK, Soto, and Mitchell.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, 9/26. Thanks for being here this morning. I hope everybody's doing well. Just now getting going here, so give us a second, get everything set up. But I think hopefully everybody can hear me. Soto, are you there this morning?
I am. Good morning.
All right, good. Good morning. All right, you hear me good. All right, good. Well, just real quick, a couple of housekeeping things. Just check out the legal disclaimers here, please, and let you please take the time to read those and understand that this is for educational purposes only. And every trade we take here is not a trade recommendation in any way, shape, or form. Okay, anything you do is 100% on your own. All right. So that's the legal disclaimers, and you can find those on our description below. So if you want to read through a little bit more of that, please do so. All right. All right, so we'll get those out of the way there. So, again, I appreciate you guys being here. There's more description below the video here, and you can kind of learn a little bit more about who we are and what we do. But this is a very positive area to learn to trade, I guess, and at least learn our method. There's many ways to trade, okay? First off, there's many ways to trade the market. But the number one thing is to becoming a consistency and become a master. Be very good at one type of method. Don't try to learn 100 different ways to trade, because it's just going to conflict, and then you'll end up suffering from that. So we're just on our channel here. We show the way we trade. We trade for 1 point a day. Is kind of the what we try to do is get that 1 point and let that 1 point compound into your account. And in a very short period of time, that 1 point is worth $50 a day. Will be worth $500,000, $2,000, up to $50,000. You know, so
stop filled.
That's how we want to do that. I was just in a trade here. I just got taken out, but I already made my point. I got a point and a tick out of that. So if you're following and you happen to see it on the screen, that's what it was. So I made a point and a tick this morning already. So that's good. So normally, had it not be for the live stream right here, I would actually be done for the day already. That's kind of the plan here. If you're I'll keep in on my account here, you're going to see contracts will stay small, no more than 2 contracts for the channel. But Soto and Mitchell grow their accounts like they're supposed to, as we state we should, and you'll see their continued growth in their account, which is really good. So and you can afford to stay around a little bit longer and trade a few more contracts as your account grows. But so that's kind of a little bit what we do. Okay, so kind of read the description again and learn a little bit about us, and hopefully you guys enjoy the channel. It's a new channel, so still kind of figuring our way around some things. We still have some technical issues we're dealing with, so from echoing and things like that. So we're working on that. Live streams are easy when it's just one person talking, but when you're going to get multiple people talking, software is just not available like you would think it would be to make the live stream clean and clear. But it brings a better dynamic to the channel when you can have multiple people talking, I think, and they bring different aspects to the trading itself and to the channel, and I think it's good. So it's worth the endeavor to try to figure it out, and we'll continue to do so. So anyway, take the time to read the description, guys, if you don't mind. But hope you like us, and like this. Please subscribe to the channel. We want to grow this channel and let it to be a popular channel for a place to come and talk the markets. You know, if you want to trade our method, that's great. We're all here for you to do that. There's videos on our site that you can kind of learn to do that. It's very simple and very basic. But there's a lot of dead downtime between our trades because of the way we trade. So there's a lot of talking on the channel. So If you guys would like to see things, ask questions, please, in the chat, and we can teach and draw on the charts and draw kind of what we're talking about, so it can make it a little more educational for you as well, if you'd like. But take the time to join the channel. Okay. Paul, good to see you here this morning. Glad you're doing well. Soto, you there? Everything's good?
I am, yes, sir. I think we were in the same trade. I briefly saw your chart at the last second there. I was using the hidden zone at 635. And took it. Yep, 635. Took a short and went in at 29.91 flat.
Yeah, that's a good trade.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went in at 90.75.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
good trade. Now, I was actually in a different trade. I was in a long trade from down here at the bottom at, I think it was 88 1/4, 3/4.
Oh, okay.
I got in on a bounce trade there, and it came back into an area, and I bought it, and I got it, and so that's what I was doing. So, but no, your trade, you had a good trade as well. So we both had a long and a short trade there, which was cool.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool. So that's where I spent the trade. I got a point in a tick. It came back and ticked me out of my run. So eight contracts got a point, and the rest, 4 contracts got 1 tick. So that's which adds up to a point. So 9 points total there, and the hit.
Nice, very good, very good.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw that. I came in just a bitter. I missed that. Which I'm kind of glad I missed it, because I would have traded probably at the first candle there at 8:45, and they went down to my other zones. I have 2 zones right next to each other. Let me see if I can find obviously, I think the one you have is the 440 candle. 440, and then I have a 2000 from yesterday. 2000. 2000.
Yeah.
And I know it's already been. Last night. Yes.
2000. You had that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sound not good?
No, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it bounced off of, is what you're saying,
Yeah. And I know it's been triggered, but I flipped it. I would have flipped it. And then I had a line, I have a blue line sitting at 2986.25. But like I said, it was, I had that last night, and they came right to it, but I wasn't here yet, so I couldn't.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Jump in. I'm kind of glad I wasn't here. So.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, man. There's a couple areas here.
Yeah. It looks like they're going back to the zone. The zone we're currently in, I think it's already been triggered. I don't have the numbers to see.
It is, yeah.
So I'm looking into potential at the bottom there, between 29.85 and 86 1/4. Do you see any contracts in there? A lot of money?
No, I'm not looking at order flow this morning.
Okay.
So, no, not looking at it. Let's see something.
310. Brian, Paul said 310 candle. What about that?
310? Yeah.
Yeah.
310. I would mark it down to 315. I've got that marked
Yeah.
315, and I got one marked at 330 as well.
And the reason 315 is a better one is because it's smaller, and that kind of gives a more precise, smaller window, more accurate window, I don't know if that's the right term, to catch our trade, because of our 1 point stop, Paul. So anytime you see a scenario in which you're right, that the 310 is good, but you see how much bigger it is. I think if we can make it smaller and give some more break down the price a little down for us, then I think the 315 will be better. And what was the other one you had, DK?
Yeah, one at 330.
330. Oh, okay. That's right below the price there. Okay. That's interesting. How did the arbitrage do yesterday?
It lost last night. It took a maybe it was a 5-point, 6-point stop last night.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is just fine.
Yeah. I was trying to. I was trying to fight it. I was trying to jump in with it or kind of trade with it.
You were?
Yeah, I was. Well, I was kind of predict. I was trying to predict which way it was going to go and ride it. But every time I was there, I was kind of hanging out. I got a couple points, but then I just canceled them. Because I wasn't looking for like a 1-point trade. I was looking for a run, but it never happened during my time, so I just left.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay, so you gotta trade in. What price are you trading at? Oh, you're at the bottom there. You're at where?
84 3/4.
Oh, I was sitting at 85 flat. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why yours looks a lot farther than mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at 84 3/4 there.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's good. You got your point for today. So from an individual standpoint, we'll be able to mark that spreadsheet up with another win. So that's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, that's always important. Show that the account will grow.
You all right? You had a long night last night?
I did, man. Yeah, just didn't sleep well.
Oh man.
Under the weather a little bit.
Are you?
Hey, cool. Oh, that's cool. Paul got
Nice.
3 out of his auto trader, which is great. Good.
Only Paul. Everybody else loses. Paul wins.
That's all right. That's good. Yeah.
Good. Very good. All right, I'm sitting on this trade here at 85 flat. It's really doing a lot of hesitating right. I want to move it down, so I'm hesitating a little too much here.
Yeah.
Volume's increasing. We expect that.
Yeah.
All right. I moved my trade out
To
as of
where?
right now.
Oh, completely out of it.
Yeah, just I'm kind of watching price action right now.
Right.
Volume is increasing quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to flash flood over here.
No, I get you. Yeah, I'm with you. I understand.
So I touched the 85 zone.
Order filled.
There's a flash there. You in?
Yeah, it put me in.
Okay.
So hopefully
Yeah.
we
Yeah. Let's see the rejection out of this place
yeah,
here.
we need it to reject a little bit.
There it is.
Yeah, it's 3 ticks. It's not enough yet. Yeah, it's pushing on it now, but it
Target
There
filled.
it
You just get here.
Yeah,
You got
there
it?
is. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Very
It's moved
good.
into one ticket profit now, so we'll see. Holds. I'm gonna move my big profit target down though.
Good. Let's see. Might go short here.
Where are you gonna go short at?
I'm looking at 87, but I might not even get there. I may.
87 even.
Yeah.
Because of all that action at 4 to 5 roughly, 4 to 4:45.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually a little zone there, 4:15. A real tight little zone. Yeah, I'm not expecting any kind of big moves this morning, even though there's some kind of news out and some news coming. It's all nothing. It's all like low impact or medium impact. So not really looking to make a lot of big moves today, but we'll see.
All right.
So that's usually I've tightened up my target here into another. Because there's a zone. I mean, there's a supply zone at 9 o'clock even. At 9 o'clock, there's a supply zone to the short side. It's kind of a hidden zone. It's not a 50% or less on the candle, but it is going to be some rejection just because of all the action to the left of that.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of rejection out of it. And they could actually even tighten it up to a 6 o'clock zone, even a little tighter right there.
Okay.
And so I'm just kind of front run that to see if price wants to run up there or not. And if it doesn't, no big deal. I've already made a couple points for the day, so not looking to rush anything. Take smart trades, slow trades, and just let price do what it wants to do. Not gonna chase it. Not gonna chase it. Just let it run. Let it run.
Yeah, I had a tough morning. I only ran a 5K this morning instead of my typical 20.
Did you? Okay. Taking it easy today, huh?
Taking it easy now. And I went down and hunted my breakfast.
Oh, really? What'd you kill this morning?
Oh, man, it's the wild hog, man. Those things are hard to get sometimes. But, when you only use your hands, what can you do?
That's true. Yeah. When you only use your hands, man, you gotta. That's the one I would go after too. Wild hog with just hands,
By the way, if it ever came down to just my skills of hunting without a weapon, I am in trouble.
Well, come on, man! You're such a big camper, dude. I thought you were.
I don't go kill wildlife. I'm a backpacker.
Oh, so you pack all your food up and take it with you?
I do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't try to pretend I'm a hero.
That's good. That way you don't starve.
That's number one, or eat some like poisonous stuff. You remember one of my favorite movies? It's a book actually, and they made it into a movie, and it's a true story about Into the Wild. The student went to Emory, his name was Christopher, and he died from starvation, but he was paralyzed from eating a plant that paralyzed him, which didn't allow him to move, which he ended up dying from starvation. He had a little pocketbook of plants of what to eat and not to eat. Unfortunately, he misread it, and it was devastating. So yeah, man, I'm trying not to do that.
Yeah, well, that'd be good. Don't do that. That wouldn't be good.
I don't pretend. Or like people that go and pick up a mushroom from the ground, like, oh yeah, you can eat this one. Yeah. I'm just gonna buy mine at the store. Be safe. I'm not gonna risk it. I mean, now if it was like a steak, I'll risk it. But a mushroom, really? Do you really want to put your trust in a mushroom?
Not me. I don't do mushrooms, man.
Oh yeah, you don't like mushrooms. I like mushrooms, but again, from the store. Because that's how God intended us to eat them.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cool.
That's one.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
See what's on here. All right. Well, that being said, I'll be right back. Let me get my oatmeal ready.
All
I
right.
haven't gotta warm up the get some hot water and put some hot water on that
Go
oatmeal.
for it. Yeah.
So, gosh, you have no idea how much I look forward to it.
All right, guys, you're just joining us. Appreciate it very much. We got 20 minutes to the open, basically, or excuse me, 10 minutes to the open, 9 minutes now. So we're just hanging out here. We've made a couple points this morning, a couple trades, and we got one that's the runner. We got one point left with one ticket profit. You're gonna just let it sit there and do what it wants to do this morning. Made a couple, but like I said, made a couple points prior to pre-market. So again, this trading channel is all about 1 point a day challenge, man. So it's to get that 1 point. And I think Soto's taking a trade short this morning, got his 1 point. I've taken 2 trades long this morning, gotten a couple points on ticks. So definitely met the challenge for the day, which is great. But we'll continue to trade throughout the day outside of that. So at the end of all of our live streams, around 11 o'clock or so, we pull out a spreadsheet and update it live every day and we record our wins and our losses. So we try to take the first trade out of the day. We have 2 columns there. We track an individual, meaning that you as an individual coming into here, if you have $1,000 account, excuse me, you'll trade one contract, and you'll have a 1 point stop, which all of our trades are 1 point stops, but you'll have a 1 point stop and a 1 point target. Okay, and the idea is become very, very good at entries. Okay, and understanding why you're taking an entry, not just push the button, hopefully it works out for you. You have to have a very good education on why you want to take those entries and justify those. And so we go for a 1 point win and a 1 point stop there for the individual. And so that was done this morning, and you'll see that on the spreadsheet. And we only take Soto and Mitchell's trades here for that 1 point since they're new. Not myself. We let someone that would be new to trading do that. And they've been very successful. And you'll see that that same bias there, that Soto's already up to 11 contracts, and he's only been doing it. We're only 25, 26 days into the live stream. So doing that 1 point. So that should tell you something. But we'll track that at the end of the at 11 o'clock hour. We'll put in our wins and our losses. So if we net positive for the day, great. If we net loss, then that's great too. Not a big deal. We're not worried about taking losses here because we keep our stops tight. So we don't have to make big, huge wins to overcome losses. That's not what we do. When we're wrong, we're going to be wrong quickly. 1 point, 4 ticks. Okay, so as you get multiple contracts, you get runners, and then that's what we said here. So, but my account will never be more than 2 contracts here for the channel. My other accounts, I definitely have a little bit more running on that, letting it grow and compound. But for the channel purposes, since my screen is the one being shown, we'll stay at 2 contracts. Okay, so because you're going to eventually get to those 2 contracts pretty quickly, and most likely if you follow the rules. So, and then you can grow that from there. But that's kind of where it's at this morning. That's kind of what we're doing. So we have a lot of downtime during our trading just because we wait and we pre-mark zones where price is going to get to, and we wait for price to get to those zones. So there's usually a lot of dead time. We only trade for 2 hours here, 2.5 hours, whatever, depending on what happens around that 11 o'clock hour. If we're in a trade or so, we'll hold on and finish that out. But for during this first from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock Eastern, we'll kind of take trades as they present themselves, but we won't chase trades here, so and that's what you'll see. So you'll have a lot of talking, and Soto and Mitchell are good at doing that. Mitchell's off on a honeymoon right now, just got married Saturday, so he's in Bali at a honeymoon for a week, so hope they're having a great time there. I'd imagine he'll probably check in or try to check in if he can, either today, probably by tomorrow. I'd imagine he'll probably try to jump in. And but I hope that they're doing great and I hope they're having a good time. But anyway, so that's kind of it. If you're watching my chart, you just saw my second position got taken out with +1 tick. But I took a trade out of this zone here, which we already had marked up prior to. My trade was 84 3/4, so really only took one tick of heat, which is cool, and went up and got my point pretty quick, and then moved my my ATM automatically moved my one contract into profit one tick. So and then we just kind of let it play out from there, and we'll trail it as the opportunity gives us the trail. But usually in the mornings you're not going to get a big move to where you can trail price, so we don't look to usually get those until markets open, and then we'll try to catch at least one runner a day. But anyway, that's kind of the overall process. But again, you can see on my chart, we use a 5-minute chart of the S&P 500. You can trade our method on any market out there that has a chart. That's what's cool. So as long as if you want to learn the method, then great. But there's, like I had said earlier in the day, there's many different methods out there that work. It's just a matter, finding one that you're comfortable with and you like, and then learn it, and stick to it and be consistent with it. That's the biggest issue with traders is not being consistent, So you could have 15 different indicators on here if you want, and as long as you make that one trade when all those line up or whatever you figure your trigger is, then you're going to make money with that, but you're going to have to be consistent, and that's the hardest part in trading, is learning to be patient, sit on your hands, and trade when your method tells you to. And don't be scared to pull the trigger. You pull the trigger, and then when your method tells you to, and then if you stay consistent with that, eventually you're going to win. So, but the biggest issue is you cannot be scared to pull the trigger because you're over leveraged. And that's really the only reason you get scared, is when you got real money on the line and you get over leveraged and you can't take this loss right here, then you're scared to pull the trigger. And what usually happens, it goes on and wins, and you get mad and you kind of slap yourself on the knee or bang the table or whatever, because you knew you should have got into that trade, but you're scared because of the money. And we've all heard that, especially if you like to gamble or go to the casinos or whatever, or scared money never wins. It's the same exact concept here in trading. So how we combat that is we don't overtrade, and we have 1 point stops. So we don't dig ourselves a big hole. So we're not afraid to, when our method tells us to trade. And if we lose, then that's okay, because we have our defined risk, which is very important, and we know that, and we're okay with that, because money wise we're not over leveraged. So like I say, one contract here, even with $1,000 account, you're going to take $50 stop. By the time you put commissions, depending on what your if you have a Ninja Trader, depending on what your commissions are, it could be $55 that you take that loss, and okay, I took that loss. But you're not just freaking out because you're seeing, okay, I got $945 left, or $950, whatever your commission structure is, left in my account. So you're not scared, and you'll be back again to fight tomorrow, and that's what we suggest with, if you just have $1,000 account, or at least that's what we say here. This is, please go back and read the disclaimers. This is for educational purposes, but as far as what we do here, it's $1,000 per contract. Knowing that we don't ever, but we have the discipline not to overstep that $50 stop loss. Okay, that 1 point stop loss, and then that way we're not scared to take it again when the opportunity presents itself to take another trade. We'll limit our losses by usually 3 to 6 trades. As your account grows, you can do that, and if you lose those, then you stop. But because something's not right. Either you're not right in the mental mind frame, or the market's just not doing what we have high probabilities of doing for whatever reason, which does happen. So one of us is off, so that means we need to, and it's usually us, to be quite honest. So that means we need to get out, and just wait and fight again tomorrow. And that's kind of the method here. Okay, everything's laid back. We're not constantly screaming at charts. We're not. We're just chilled out, kind of watching market and waiting for price to move to us. And like I said, you'll have these zones of supply and demand set up prior to market, prior to price getting to us, and then we'll watch price action when we get into those zones, or as we approach those zones, and we'll talk through our trade and why would we take a trade here? What's our entries here? And then we'll kind of bounce that off each other. And is it a good entry? Or should I have a better price at entry, or should I move my entry, or what have you? Those kind of things. We kind of talk through that, and that's what I really enjoy, the multiple traders here. So that's kind of the overall process, guys. So the market's just now opened, so we'll kind of watch it. We've already made points. It's bouncing around our demand zone right here, but I'm not going to get back in. I'm just not a big fan of market opens and trying to trade that because of that reason right there. It kind of pushed through our zones until that zone's already been triggered anyway. It was a good zone and made some points, but I choose to kind of wait unless it's really stretched into a zone at market open. Then that's a different story. Like if it wants to get down here to our bottom zone here that we have drawn, then I would look to possibly trade it to that, but I'll wait for price to dictate that's where it's going to go. Other than that, we'll kind of give it a few minutes to kind of get it into movement and kind of what it wants to do, and then we'll look to take some trades. So
I live for market open.
Do you? Did you take a trade? Did you?
No.
Oh.
No, but I did like market open, but no, I didn't take a trade. It's just too close. But like you said, if it comes down to one of our zones, that consider a trade.
Yeah. I mean, our closest zone at this point in time is going to be down here in the bottom. We have a hidden zone down here at 315. That we would look to trade, and being it's a pretty wide zone, a lot of price action going back and forth, a lot of wicks going back and forth. I would probably get into it around 81 3/4. It's probably where I'd put an entry into that. But knowing that it could definitely bounce right off the top there, and I could miss the trade altogether, and I would be okay with that. So, our buddy Paul pointed that out to us early. So he pointed out the 310, 315 zone. So good job for Paul to do that. So I mean, he's looking for the right areas, so thanks for that. So we definitely encourage you as you come to the channel to interject, let us know you're here and introduce yourself. We'd love to talk to you, and then as well just answer any kind of questions you might have about the method, but also just in trading in general, because like I said, there's lots of ways to trade the market, and if you want to learn a little bit more about us, we would love to talk to you about it, but we want it to be a fun place to kind of come trade and relax, to loose place. All right, price moved forward. It bounced off our top zone there. I'm not going to take this trade just yet, but it definitely bounced off our top zone at 82 1/4. Were you at the top there, Soto?
I am not. I was not.
Okay. Yeah, with a big spike in volume into that area, so kind of that's what kind of holding me off out of that zone right now. Big volume spike, and even though it could reject off here and shoot 30 points higher, and that's okay. I'm not trying to chase this price here. Okay, I'll look for the opportunities when they present themselves, and that's with that big of a volume spike. We know it's going to happen at 9:35 candle anyway, which is what's going on right now. As the market open, we know there's going to be a lot of volume coming in there just because of all the retail traders coming in and things like that. So we know volume's going to spike. So we'd like to just give it a few minutes to kind of do what it wants to do, and then we'll look to let volume slow down a little bit and let it get into our zones with lower volume, and then at that point we can look to take trades. So there you go. So volume's still a little high for me to come into the zone that we have marked up on the chart. We think it's going to bounce out of there, but it's just like I said, if I was going to trade, it was going to be at 31 1/4, 3/4, but I don't like it because the volume is just too high for me and we're at market open. So I'm not going to worry about missing this trade and try to jump on it. I'm just not going to do that. So we're going to let it play out and do what it wants to do, and it wants to probe deeper into that zone. We're going to let it, because I'm not trying to chase it, so that's okay. I'm not going to play the woulda, coulda, shoulda game. That's a quick way to get yourself hurt in the market.
Yeah, I should have taken that trade.
I knew he was going to come with that.
I'm just kidding. It touched me, and I'm canceling my trade right now.
Okay.
But it touched me at 81 1/4.
Yeah, that's right there. It's going to push through that, probably.
Yeah. So now I got to remove it, and I did.
That's good, because you'd be in it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, it's bouncing through our zone nice. I would have gotten a point if I'd
good.
81 3/4. It rejected enough. I probably would have got my point, but
there's the break right here.
Yeah, so it's just pushing through the zone right now. It's finding a little bit more area of support, which there's a lot of opportunity of support right down here at the bottom. You know, so not gonna chase it. You know, just not gonna chase that.
No. So now we're coming into this zone, and many people may not know this, and you included, BK, is this is a big demand zone down here at a 1 hour candles. So last night I went in and I looked at my 100-hour candles, 6-minute candles, and I have a zone for a demand, I think at 1,300 hours, around that ballpark.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
did
want to
that
guess.
this morning. And,
Yeah.
but I didn't mark it.
Be happy to show you how to do that.
Well,
Got a 60
I
minutes.
appreciate that. Yeah, I'd like you to show me how to do that later on.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, I mean, there's definitely a lot of congestion through there. So if anyone wants to get down into that, where are we looking at here?
Are you look at the 1350 or 1345?
Yeah, I like 1345 there.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's right.
Draw that up there. 1345, and it's into that zone now. So I would put a trade in right
Order
here,
pending.
kind of in the middle of all that at 76 3/4. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but it's bouncing out of that zone good right now, pretty strong. Did you get in?
No, I missed it.
Yeah.
I drew the zone and I came back and they've already just came in.
All right. Let's see here.
Now does the so we got these special report, the Director of National Intelligence is testifying on a whistleblower complaint on President Trump. Does that affect this at all?
I'm not concerned with it. No, not unless something just majorly comes out that has a big, massive news. You know, I'm not worried about it at this point. Yeah, I don't know my trade.
Order canceled.
Just want to make a correction. You said earlier, I'm up to 12 contracts.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
You just took a celebration with me.
Did
I celebrate. Yeah, every contract I trade, I celebrate. We have a party.
Dang, the party's going on.
That's right. Yes, an excuse for everything to party. At this point, we're really concerned.
When you move to Louisiana, man, they party for everything down there.
Yeah. They do. Did you go to New Orleans a lot?
No, not a lot. Well, I mean, we went a couple times, you know. Not a lot. I mean, it's kind of did the Bourbon Street thing a few times, and you kind of go, okay, it's all right, no big deal anymore, you know. So
Right.
There was enough going on where I was at, you know, college there.
Right.
There's enough going on all the time there. There's no reason to go to New Orleans.
Yeah, it's good.
Alright here, so let's watch this price action here. Let's see.
What do you think, Goose?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to going in at the bottom of this zone here. Put one at 76.
Order pending.
It's gonna push me. I'll put one there. Volume's low. Looking for it to bounce off the bottom of this zone.
Order filled.
So I'm in. So we'll see if it bounce off the bottom of the zone here for me and give me a little bit of a bounce. If it wants to push through me, then that's cool too.
Yeah, you went in at what price?
76 3/4.
76.75.
Yeah, it's gone up. I mean, it touched me right there, profit target. But it's not taking me out yet. I don't like that. I don't like that when it goes up 4 ticks in my favor, but it can't take me out. There it is.
There we go. We got it.
Are you in the same time?
Yeah. That's what I said. Yeah, 76.75.
Yeah. Very good. Okay.
Oh, I'm running 2.5 points right now. No big deal.
Yeah,
See those all the time.
Yeah, all the time, man. Just another day in the neighborhood, man.
Yeah.
So,
I'm up for the week. Beautiful week.
yeah, good week. Those weeks are fun, man, when you just can't seem to lose, right?
Yeah.
Well, those are fun weeks now. That's a couple in a row for you so far.
Yeah. We had I had my worst week in history a couple weeks ago. But because of our 1 point stop, right? I only managed to lose a handful of points. And in one day I made those up, right? The following week, if you remember. So that's
Stop filled.
yeah. There you go. We just got taken out.
Yeah, got taken out there.
So that's 1 point stop is crucial because, like I said, you can control the, you can make up those fairly easy.
Yeah, I mean, when we dig a hole, we want it to be a shallow hole, right? We don't want it to dig a deep hole because it's hard to get out, but you can get out of shallow holes all the time.
Yeah.
And then build upon those, and that's what we try to do here. We don't get ourselves in deep holes. So good trade, 3 for 3 this morning.
Yeah.
You are too, so that's good start of the day.
Yeah, 2 for 2 for me.
Okay, so 3 for 3, and you're 2 for 2, so that's good.
That's very good. Why you decided to join me?
Yeah, no, I've been struggling last few days. Yeah. Golly.
I'm kidding, bro.
No, I have, man. I've been kind of all over the place the last couple of days, so it's good to finally just relax, take it easy.
Yeah. I like it though. We got to see things down. I can see where else we're going in here. I think we may. Do you think we'll bounce out of this area in general?
I do.
This blue area?
I do, yeah. What I would think will happen here is we'll close this candle, and then the next candle will come back down into our area just a little bit, I think, and a bounce off of that and go long with it, I think. It's kind of what we count. That's what I'm looking at. So I'll be looking to put a trade right here at 77 3/4, depending on how this candle closes.
77?
Yeah, right at the top. I will look for a little bounce here from new orders, and if I'm going to go long here. going to the areas that have been pushed through, so it could be short. I don't know, but I would look to potentially take a trade to the long side here again. Yeah, so I'll put an order. I like this order. Shoot, it need to go higher even. But let's see here.
What about 78.5?
Yeah, I'm looking at 78 and a quarter right now, but yeah, 0.5 would be good because it bounce off of that support potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, but price takes off like this though, I'm not.
Yeah.
To come back right away first and then take off. So I'm not going to chase it at this point.
No.
Have to look for potential down trade again. So I got to watch the trades. We're going into a lot of area of resistance right now because it was support's been broken.
Right.
So even right here, it's possibly a good short trade coming up. 91 even.
Yeah, that's where I'm sitting at 91 flat.
91 even. Yeah.
I like how we use different terms of the same thing.
It's the same thing. Flat. 91 flat. Yeah. 91 flat.
I just can't agree with you. I have to say it differently.
I do know that. You're that one. You're that guy. You're definitely that guy.
And even if you're saying it better, I just can't agree with you. That's fun.
That's fine.
All right, let's see what they're doing here.
Go back to that zone.
I gotta be careful here because they have the weight at the top there. Be mindful about that.
I think with this kind of big move down, though, I think it's you gotta get some rejection still to the long side. I'm not chasing anything here. Just watching. Studying price, watching how it's reacting out of this area for future, and kind of taking mental notes of what I'm seeing happening, and got a big, something to watch. You got a big rejection at 945 into the zone. This price want to come back in here. Does it want to go long, but it just wants to pick up some more orders down here and before it goes long? That's the kind of stuff you're kind of watching. Where is it going to find some basing opportunity? Where's it going to find? 77 looks to be strong.
Man, no rain at all. We're one of the hottest months this month. We broke records.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. Today is a record-breaking day. The record's, I think, 94. I think we're going to be expecting a 98. Telling you, man.
When it gets here and settles in.
I cannot wait. I think Steven's weather's been like 70 for the last 7 weeks. I'm like, I hate you.
Perfect.
I know.
Did you talk to him yesterday?
No, not yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Everybody doing well? Still love the job?
Yeah. They're doing well. Oh man, I love Steven. He's funny. He's like, yeah, it's not gonna work.
I guess, did he not know that was going to be the case when he went through all that med school, or did he do it because of his dad, or what? Or just the thing to do, or what?
Yeah, he didn't have much of a choice.
Did he not?
No, because I was there from the top. It was the most awkward because I walked into the dorm, and he was like, "Oh, that's when I first met his dad." He was like, "Oh, this is my dad." I'm like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" I was super polite, like,
Yeah.
"Hey, nice to meet you." And his dad kind of looks at me and says, "What are you majoring in?" I'm like, "Is there any other major besides sports medicine?" Hello. And I'm like, "Steven, why can you not be just dedicated to the cause?" And then he's like, "All right, Steven, so let's see, what do you want to do?" Steven was like trying to think, I don't know, different things. And he said, "Well, tell you what, just go to medical school, and then after that, you can do whatever you want." And it's like, okay. So yeah, that's what happened.
So now he's looking for the whatever you want.
Yeah, now he's like, okay, I gotta get out of this scenario. He just doesn't feel comfortable, right? So he's not. So first, he's not seeing enough patients, right? Now he's salaried right now, so which is good, but that's only going to last a year or so. Then they move into he needs to sustain himself, and he's not going to be able to sustain himself. So
he's not building his patients up.
no, he's only seeing 15 a day, and even that he's struggling with that. So
you're just moving slow and don't want to be there, does?
Yeah, a combination of that, and it's a lot of. For some reason, he's always struggled with. I guess just kind of getting things done, and that's always happens when I worked with him. We did rotations, and he will always be the last one. Like the rest of us are already done. We saw our people. We're already planning on going out, and he's like, "All right, guys, I'll be done in an hour." So okay, you guys later. We're like, "Later, an hour? What are you doing to these people?" So, but I think there's a healthy medium. To me, is I do listen to the patient, but we're here to fix one, maybe two problems. I can't fix your whole life in one day. So let's reschedule. Come back next month. Let's check the rest out. But you got to stop the patient at one time. They'll talk forever, right? So, and when they're talking, I'm writing and making my notes. So at the time I walk out of the room, I've already done on my notes. So, but he's different, and that's okay. And I think he's a better person to be a doctor, but unfortunately, just the money-wise is not going to be sustainable, right?
Well, the good thing is he's got his wife as a doctor too, so she can. So the good thing is his wife is a pretty good doctor herself. So
we are so blessed to have her in our lives.
So
yes, she's not only a better doctor. Yeah, she's a way better doctor. She's awesome. So if you ever need it, you go to her. Like I never go. I'm like, "Hey, Steven," because I asked him a question one time, and I didn't know the answer. And I asked, keep in mind, he is board certified. And he looks, we're talking, he kind of looks around, and he's like, "Listen, let me ask Kirsten, let me put you on hold real quick." I'm like, "What? You don't know the answer to this?" He said, "Well, you don't know the answer either." "Well, I'm not the one who is board certified."
Yeah.
So he had to ask his wife, and she knew the answer, of course. Yeah.
Well, at least he didn't just make up an answer for you.
Oh yeah, no. Right.
That's a good stuff.
But just the confidence that brings to the table, I cannot emphasize. It's funny though. Because he would admit it. He would tell you, like, don't. He's like, because I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna hire you to be my personal doctor while I treat you teach how to trade." And he's like, "Yeah, you don't want me being a doctor." And I was like, No. That was just a formality. If I ever have a problem, I'm going, "Why? Don't worry." So, no, he's great. He just has a good heart.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Well, at least from a little bit I met him, he's a nice guy.
Yeah. And Doug. Now Doug's good. Doug's really smart. That's good. Doug's funny though. I didn't realize how funny he was. We had a blast. Yeah. He really kind of opened up.
That's good. I'm sure you needed to do that with somebody. That's good.
Yeah. We got a double bottom here. It keeps coming into our zone. It hasn't broken the bottom yet.
It's
There,
gonna,
there,
I'm not,
there
it's
it
gonna
is.
break it. I'm not messing with
Okay.
it. No.
Right here. All right.
But we would look to see, okay, where's the next area though that it could bounce out of? And there's a lot of support right there down here. You know, still there's a lot of areas it can bounce out of just below that.
Okay.
Anywhere from that 73.5 up. You know, at this point there's a lot of price action from yesterday right here.
Yeah.
So it's just something to kind of. If I could just draw something real quick here for a pick of it. Yeah, that'd be a VPOC right there at 75.75 of all that price action from yesterday. So I mean, that could be where it's going to bounce from, somewhere around there. Force the issue right now. Even though volume's low, which is good, so it tells us it's we got a bounce from somewhere here, which is where we might go to the low value area here at 74.25. Value area low there. I don't know if it's gonna get that far. Bounce right there, like 75.
Yeah, I'm kind of using the.
The what?
Hold on. Trying to see which candle I'm using here. It's respected. Hold on. I'm using the Doji at 1335. And it went right to the bottom of that. So. I gotta write notes down.
Gotta write notes down.
Yeah, like when I make a chart, so I don't have to keep looking back. Because I'm almost prepared. What?
I thought you marked it.
I didn't do it that time, so now I have paper cross. Well, I have to scroll and scroll. There it is. Let me mark it. Did mark it. I marked what happened is I marked the other one, but when I changed to the Doji, I didn't mark the Doji. But I still have to scroll. I don't want to scroll. Because I'm lazy.
That sounds like it, yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of moving the finger.
I'm not going to take a trade on any of this area right here.
Okay.
Because we are in the downtrend here, so I'm not going to try to keep catching.
That's true.
Catch the bottom here. I'm kind of do what it wants to do and see if I can look for a short opportunity. Unless it puts in a good bottom here, then we'll see.
We got 25 subscribers.
Yeah, that's cool.
We got 25 Great America.
That's it.
That's all we got left in this country.
I do think we're going to start maybe one in the evening times. Maybe next week for an hour or two in the evening.
Okay.
Because I think
Yeah, what time?
Right at Asian Open, probably from 8 to 10 time frame.
8 to 10 p.m.
Yeah. Probably
Okay.
somewhere around that time frame because that's around the Asian Open. It's a lot of things happen at that time frame. But we do it on an hourly chart probably for more of a swing trading method that I do.
That'd be cool.
Do that so people can kind of learn that because you'll find I think a lot more most people are at work right now, right? So
Yeah.
I think if we're going to grow the channel, I think that'd be a good way to do it so people can actually trade at night and wake up in the morning and they've either made money or lost money. That's always kind of nice. To wake up to the morning greenbacks in your account. That's always good.
Right. Okay.
I might look at doing that next week. So
That's cool. I'm all in.
they let you run one and then I'll run one. Let you run the morning.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, you do the afternoon. I don't know how to run the afternoon.
I'm talking about doing the evening, more of the swing trade method.
Huh.
But we'll see. We'll kind of work that out. I think that'd be neat.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I think 25 subscribers is not bad for, we're just getting started, no advertisement.
Yeah, this is the 25th day, so we've averaged 1 subscriber a day, if you want to look at it that way.
Wow. It's only been 25 days? Wow. Okay. I always keep surprising myself how amazing I am. Amazing.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you.
Why are you laughing?
Yourself.
It's a fact.
It's a fact, okay.
It's just a fact.
I like facts. Excuse me.
So I was talking to Steven, and I told him about this. Do you drink? And I don't either. I don't drink energy drinks.
Yeah, no.
I don't like it. They don't taste good, right? But man, this one tastes really good. It's called Rip It.
Okay.
And so of course I got introduced by this drink by Steven. He was like, "Hey man, have this drink." He had it in his house. And I'm like, "Oh man, I don't like energy drinks. They're nasty, bro. Like if it's look, I don't care how good it is for you, how bad. If it tastes good, I'll do it. And if it's not good, I'm not gonna do it. No matter how good it is for you, right?" And I was like, "No, I don't like it." And he's like, "No man, this is different." So I tried it. Man, it was so good. He was like, "You want some more?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'll take another one. I'll have some more." We need to go to the store, and now we need an excuse to go to the store. So now you want one, so we can go. So I'm like, "What? You use me?" So we come to the store, he buys like 50 of those things. And I'm like, "Okay, I just need one more," but he's like, "Yeah, I need to keep some at the house." And so anyways, he drank, no lie, 15 in one day.
Holy cow, man.
When he went to help his mother-in-law up in Michigan. And he was like, "Yeah, I gave myself a diet stress test to see, because that because of the amount of caffeine, they'll put your heart on tachycardia."
I would imagine, jeez.
And so, if you have any kind of heart conditions, this could be very fatal. So he's like, "I passed the test." I'm like, "Why?" But that's my friend. That's what we do.
Yeah,
That's so lady though. I'm like, I don't think I do 15 of anything.
I know, especially energy drinks like that. Being a doctor like that, you'd think, man, I'm about my 4th one. I'd be like, okay, I better stop. I know what this could do to me. And here you are 15 later in the same day. Oh my gosh, dude.
He's playing with death, bro. He has no sense of fear.
Yeah, really. I guess not, man.
Oh, look at this push here.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't trade there. I was looking for a trade here.
Trade? Well, I thought it was I was looking at it actually at 61 3/4, thinking that'd be a good place to reject that of, but.
Which one? What price?
To the short side at 81 3/4. Excuse me.
Oh, 81.
Yeah, I said 61, but 81. But I'm not messing with it right now. I mean, I think it's a good possible area, but I'd like price to get a little bit higher.
Yeah. And I think it's, I mean, obviously it's rejected now. Now the question is how much is it enough? But number two is that there's still flash jumps I don't like.
Yeah.
I've had nightmares about those things, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they'll take us out. They've taken us out quick at times.
They took us out. Remember a couple weeks ago, man? We were in, everything looked good, and then flash, boom, like seconds. Like, whoa.
Yeah, it happened twice.
Like I want to move slowly, bro. Like, hey, man, take me out to dinner, then break up with me, kind of thing. You know, don't just hit me in the face.
That's yeah. Don't just punch me.
Right.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's funny.
By the way, I love trading with you. By the way.
Do you?
Yeah, I really like you. You're a great guy. When I first met you, no, I'm serious. You know how serious I am about this scenario. I take this very, very serious. But dude, when I first met you, I was a little concerned, man.
You were.
And I don't know, this guy
Order pending.
is extremely boring.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm pretty laid back. I'm gonna put an order to go long here at 79.50.
7.9. I was 7.9 and a quarter.
So I'll see if I can catch that. And it might have already bounced though, but we'll see. So you thought I was very boring, huh?
No, I didn't say. I thought. I said you look like a potential boring guy. So you're not
flashy and trying to get in your face about things, man, or what?
Yeah. No, not like that. No, I don't like people like that, right? Yeah, that's no. I mean, look at my friend Steve. Okay, is he like that? No. But I also judged him wrong when I met him. So.
Okay. So you're saying
So apparently my judgment skills were really bad. Yeah. Well, he had long hair, long red hair, and a long red beard at Sanford. Okay, that's like
Order filled.
like who is this guy? And who does he think he is?
All right, well, I'm in. Are you in?
No,
Touched it.
it's no, sorry, I had it at 79 and a quarter.
Yeah, so it's touching you right now, isn't it?
Yes, it's touching me, but no pickup.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
your
now-
matchup. Yeah, I needed to bounce back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not liking this.
Stop
Alrighty.
filled.
Yeah, it took us out.
Yeah, I'm not liking this. Yep, took me out. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Order pending.
It's going a little heavy here. Do what?
So I do like it at 77 3/4.
I was just, oh my gosh, we're thinking safe.
So let's see if I can get that bounce here.
Yeah.
Order filled.
Oh, no, it's gonna take me out too, probably.
Holy cow.
Okay,
There it is.
go.
There it is.
Well, that's
Yeah, I don't know that.
not for me. It's not. Did you get in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Where'd you get in at?
I can't get my eyes out of the system. There we go. 77 point. Hold on, I can't see it. 75.
Okay, so you're in 3/4 too.
You said it that way.
Okay. Yeah, that's the easy way to say it. You know, it's 77 3/4. Yeah, pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, it's one to reject, but it's still kind of heavy.
Yeah.
That's all right.
There.
I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
Yeah. Let it ride. Let it ride. Come on. Let it out.
I do like
Why
that
don't
area
you-
for a trade, though. I do like that area for a trade.
Yeah.
The price action coming out of that. I do like that. It might just come deeper and get us.
Stop
Yeah,
filled.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we do. Gotta love it when it comes to get you right at your entry and takes you and goes long.
Right on the tick there.
Yeah.
We're looking over here. It's a 74, 75. Interesting. No, I said it went up to 0.75. So close to no. You can. Not really.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
Alright, I'm back. It's definitely showing a lot of support in that area, isn't it?
Yeah. By the way, you can go to NBCnews.com to read the complaint. If you want to.
Complain about what?
The complaint on President Trump.
Oh, yeah, I'm not done.
It's funny. Yeah, the last couple of days have been, I think it was 2 days maybe, but I've been looking at the afternoon market, and or late night market or whatever, and yeah, I noticed during those times there's good volume, so I guess it's because it's the European market.
It's the Asian.
Asian market?
Asian and goodness gracious, hold on a second. Got stuff in my throat here. Excuse me, sorry about that. But yeah,
The what?
yeah, no, the Asian market opens about 8 o'clock Eastern time, and then you run through the gamut of time zones there, and the European market really opens up around 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So that's where you usually get good moves out of there. But yeah, there's good volume actually on the S&P 500, not too bad actually around the 8 to 10 time frame. And,
Right.
And that's why it's so good for swing trading, and on the hourly time frame, you get into position and you find your areas of supply and demand, and then you have a wider stop, but you also have a lot bigger target, So
Right.
You just have to adjust accordingly to your risk parameters and your money management, but so yeah, we're going to open up a trade room for that during the afternoon or during the evening like that, so we can catch people that get off work that might not be able to day trade here during the day,
Right.
but want to trade and kind of get into some swing trading, and it's just a good hit. Supply and demand's good for swing trading, very well on the hourly chart time frame,
Right.
but it's good that you kind of get into a trade before you go to bed, and knowing that you got a defined risk and you know what it is. It's not, not going to hurt you, and then your targets are always nice, so it's good to wake up and catch that big move,
Right. Absolutely.
Kind of what the auto trader does for you, but we're going to do it manually as well.
Okay. Just broke the zone here. Yeah, my demand zone that I had on the hour chart.
Broke through it.
Yeah. That tells me.
Well, there is a zone right here on the 5 minute that's respecting right here.
Where I look at the chart.
Right now, it's the 11:55 candle from yesterday. Right now, it's respecting it. Whether it stays there or not, I don't know, but it's respecting it right now. That's a good clean run of demand right there, Breaks the previous high really nicely,
It does.
So, that's that's a picture perfect demand zone. Whether it holds it or not, I'm not sure, but that's a very picture perfect demand zone. Probably should have taken the trade through that right here. I'll put one at 73 even.
Order pending.
Put a trade at 73 even here and see if it'd take me. It's already kind of bounced off of that, so I'm not sure it'll come back down there or not. But I like that because that's a picture perfect demand. I'm willing to risk my money on that trade right there. So we'll see if it holds. I might have just missed it, but that's okay too. Yeah, I'm kind of been thinking about doing that for a while, and for the evening time, and
Yeah, that's a great idea.
there are a lot of people looking at YouTube in the evenings after they get off work, and I think it might be an opportunity to grow the channel, but also kind of get into a little bit different trading where people can do it, not have to work every morning. So eventually it'd be good that you run one of them, like you, because I think it'd be good for you and Mitchell to kind of run this morning channel, this live stream in the mornings.
Right.
And I think it'd be good, then I can kind of teach the swing trading in the evening, on the channel in the evening when we go live on the evenings. I think it'd be good that we kind of have both ends of the spectrum kind of covered. And since you guys are young guns, excited about doing it again in the morning and being there every day, how about y'all do that?
Yeah.
Doing this so long, it's kind of, so I think it'd be good to catch both sides of it though.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to come back and get me at this 73 even or not. So I might have already missed that trade. I went in to take late. But it's a great zone. I like the zone a lot. I'm willing to risk my money on this zone. It's a good clean zone. Looks good. Matches all the criteria that we like to trade. So this is one of those trades it's your method, so what we talked about earlier, if it's in your method and you do it, you put the trade in, right? So you don't not take the trade and then wish you had after the fact. So that's kind of what I'm doing right here. It's touching me there. It could come back in.
Order filled.
Put me in. Let's see if it'll bounce here again.
Yeah, this really applies to my life motto.
What's that?
If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. That's what I do.
There you go. Absolutely. I read something the other day I really liked. Let me see here. Let me find this real quick. I copied it and I put it on my chart on my desktop. Let's see if I can find it here. It's kind of the same concept. Price, don't do that to me.
I think this is going to run 20 points your way here.
That'd be nice if it does. There you go. Aim small to go big, was the phrase, I like that. Become an expert, not a generalist. Experts get paid more than generalists.
True.
Extreme focus on one specific strategy can lead to huge results, which I agree, which is what we teach, right? The more specialization you become with the strategy, the more ways you'll be able to make money with it. So that's some good. I like that. I like that enough. I forgot where I saw that, but I grabbed it and I said that's perfect for what we do, and I love that mentality. Aim small to go big, and become an expert at it. And it's going to pay itself off, and I just really like that a lot. So I put that on the
target.
Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So we're in a risk-free trade at this point. So we'll see if, like you said, price can take off.
Yeah, hopefully it will here. It's just selling at 1.5 right now.
Did you what? Are you in it?
Yeah, man, I'm in it.
Where'd you get
I thought I told you. I didn't say I was in it?
No, you didn't tell me you're in it.
Oh, man, yeah, I jumped in, let me see here.
I'm in it, 73 flat.
73.00, yeah. I just got my second trade out, so I made 8 points at 1 point, and I made 2 contracts at 2 points.
2 points.
And now I got 2 contracts open now.
Running for it. Good.
Running for it.
And that's the power of starting with a small account and compounding. You're up to. Look, 25 days ago you started at 1 contract.
That's correct. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why when you said only
compounding's big, man.
28 days or something, I was like, what? How am I already in 12 contracts? And I forgot that I'm amazing, but also that the system works. Combination.
Yeah, a little bit of both, yes.
A little bit of both.
I'm gonna give you some of that.
No, but yeah, now we 12 contracts you can play so much. Like I said, I'm willing to just lock in 8 points. 8 contracts at 1 point, and then 2 at 2 points. So that makes me feel good, and I can risk leaving 2 open, and if it comes back, I get a take out of it, which is a half a point.
Right.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
For a potential run, and each point is making $100, right?
Right.
So I think that's good. I know it's probably a little too conservative, right? But the way I play the game, bro, it's the way I play the game.
Well, you come from 1 contract to 12 contracts in 26 days or 25 days, so conservative sounds like it's the way to go, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Gotta let those contracts compound, man. That's the whole name of the game.
That is the game. Absolutely. If this does not take off, though, I would lose it.
I think it's going to take off, but I think it's enough. I don't think it's ready yet, but it's going to take. I think it's going to go long, but I still think it's ready.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lock any more profit. I'm just gonna leave it like it is because I'm up for the day, so I'm just gonna let it do what it's gonna do.
I'm gonna look at your chart. I kind of get to look at YouTube.
And guys, if you're just joining us and you're seeing all these horizontal orange kind of zones that you see here, those are all supply and demand zones that we've drawn up prior to price ever getting there into those zones. But we leave those there temporarily just to kind of watch how price reacts out of them after they've been blown through or respected, and And but that's what you see there in the chart. If you're kind of wondering what all those orange lines are, and that's what they are. They're supply and demand zones drawn up from previous price action. So that's how we base our trades.
Let me ask you this. I didn't ask you, so I guess I better do what you would do. If you had 12 contracts, how would you pen them out? Okay, by the way, I'm out.
Yeah, we're out.
So I've got, let's see, 8, 12. 12.5 points in that run, right?
Yeah, maybe the way your ATM is, you got three profit targets, so probably right.
Yeah. How would you do your profit target on 12 contracts?
Yeah, it's I actually like how you have it. I would take half to 3/4 out on the first target. So you're taking out 8, right?
Right.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And then I leave another what's left. I'll leave a half of what's left. When in this case would be 2, right? For your second target, I'd leave it. You got it at 2 points.
Correct.
Yeah. I'd probably go a little bit. I'd probably go to 3 points on it personally.
Okay.
For that second target, and then my last target, it's just way off in the distance,
Right.
And then I just manually manage that with my stop, So
Right. Okay.
That's how I would do it. So you're right there the way I would do it. I would just have my second 2 just go a little bit more, but they've all moved into profit, after the first kick. But I would just manually do it at that point.
Okay.
So you're good.
I just picked 2, just an extra point above, my target point, the original target point. So, but I can see 2 would be obviously better. So, just kind of what I've seen, like just now, I was able to lock in those 2 additional points. I don't know if it got to 3, it would have got to 3 points.
Right.
So, and again, it's early on. And I want to be able to lock in more points at the beginning just to let the account grow.
Right.
I guess the way I looked at it, but
I mean, it's a good way to look at it. I mean, I think you're fine, man. I wouldn't mess with it. Just stay with what you're doing because it's working. Just leave it like it is and lock in every few points, and then let those last 2 run. I think you're good, man. Just leave it like it is. Don't change it. I think it's great. Yeah, I think it's great.
There's a book that I've read, and actually Paul read it too. I had Paul read it. I was like, here, I gave him a book for it as a gift. It's called The One Thing.
It's called what?
The One Thing.
The One Thing? Uh-huh.
Yeah. Have you read that by Gary Keller?
I have not.
Yeah. It kind of talks about, and this is perfect for our scenario here, but it says, here's the wrong way. But it talks about, focus, what is your goal and do it, There's an old Russian proverb that says, if you chase 2 rabbits, you'll catch neither. And then it goes back to, just learn this method, and just do it, master it, get better at it.
Master the method, that's it. I mean, that goes for any method out there, no matter what your specific method is, because everybody's got a different personality, so everybody that tries to learn our method's not going to like it, and that's okay.
Right.
And not a problem, because there's 100 other methods out there, but just find one that you like, that fits your personality, that you really like, and master that method, and then you'll do well at trading as long as you can manage your risk, right? As long as you master one method, you'll do very well. And then it just comes down to controlling your emotions and your risk management at that point. And if you can do all those things, you'll do very, very well in the market. But you just have to find that one thing. Like you said, you can't chase 2 rabbits, right? So you got to have master the one. And that's the reason I really like that. When I saw that the other day, I really liked that. And I wish I'd come up with all that, but I didn't. But aim big to win. I mean, aim small to win big, And, That's very cool. Just let it
That's it, yeah.
master. Yeah. And that's perfect for our scenario, right? Because we got 1 point stops and we're looking for very specific entries, and
Yes, very small
we
one.
have to we got a very small window, yeah, and we got to be very good at our entries. And as you can see, I haven't been the greatest today, but I've still made money today.
Right.
So that's the good thing.
If I can learn this, anybody can learn this.
Yeah, it's not difficult. It's very easy. It's almost too simple. The people don't believe that you can make money doing it, but you guys have proven that you can. As brand new guys, you and Mitchell both as brand new traders, even Paul,
And we're all very different people. That's the funny thing. Our personalities are very different in a way.
Right. All right, so Alan jumped in. He said possible 50% fib bounce from yesterday's high and low. So let's check that out. I'm going to go ahead and go to a 60-minute chart. Since I'm not in the trade right now, I'm not looking for a trade. Let me look and see. So yesterday's high and yesterday's low. Okay, so that would be this chart here, I believe. This would be this area here. My fib retracement. Yep, you're right on it, Paul. Excuse me, Alan. That's exactly right. That's bouncing right at that 50. Sure is. And I'd be willing to bet if I put a profile on that too, it'd be right at the VPOC of that based on yesterday's price action. So, yep, you're right on it. On that 50-minute. That hour, that 1 hour chart based on the yesterday's high and low, and that's what I've got drawn up here. You've got a perfect. I hope you got into that, Alan, because that'd be a great trade so far. If you do, I think you're going to get a good bounce out of it to go long here. So I hope you're in it. So I'll move back to a 5-minute, and I'll kind of leave that up there just to be seen. But yeah, that was cool. So that 50. So we got into the trade right at 73 even to the long side, which is a confluence with our zone in Allen's 50% fib from yesterday's high and low. So that's good confluence there. It tells you that's a very strong trade opportunity, and so I hope Allen got into that. Yeah. Hey, Soto.
Yes.
Alan, read the chat. Alan wants you to explain how you trade the methodology.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can mute out and see if that helps your echo go away.
Yeah, it's the same thing you trade, BK. Just using the supply and demand zones, using our four tools, price action, volume, supply and demand. So is that what he's asking now, BK?
Yeah, I think he's wanting your take on it. Yeah, even though you this is what I was talking about earlier. You have a fresher look at it because you haven't been trading very long, so you don't have a lot of stuff to deal with in your mind. You don't have a lot of old stuff to get rid of like a lot of traders do. So you have a little bit different perspective, and you explain things very well. So he was wanting you to basically explain how you trade the methodology, even though you trade it the same way we do. The methodology is basic, but you kind of explain what you see different, what you look for, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think like you said, you guys are talking about the 50% fib. I don't know what that means. When you said fib, I think like a heart condition. So I don't even know what that means. But so yeah, I'm a new trader. So I don't know the other terms besides the ones I've come to learn on this method. And so what I do is, we got a 1 point stop, profit and loss stop. Once we find the supply or demand zone at pivot points or in a hidden zone for a supply and demand zone, I will place a trade there, expecting to bounce up that area. If everything lines up, including price action, candles are getting smaller coming into the trade, and volume decreasing coming into the supply or demand zone. Based on that, and based on just a price action on previous, once having a supply demand zone, looking at previous price action to see where the most touches are with where money or contract are sitting, and I put my trade based on that and within that zone.
Good, yeah, good job. But yeah, I think you said something very key though too, is the fact that we're talking about fibs. You don't even know what fibs are, because you haven't been introduced to those. And you're not out trying to search for a bunch of different ways to trade. You've learned this, and you kind of, this is what you know, and you're starting to be very good at that, and your account's obviously showing that, right?
Right.
You jumped from one contract up to 12 in 26 days based on our methodology here, one contract at a time for $1,000. So that tells you you've been very successful at it. But you only know this method. That's what's neat. I think that's why you're not having, you're not looking at other things. This is what you know, and you're not on YouTube, at least as far as I know, you're not on YouTube searching out all these other methods, so.
Nothing wrong necessarily with the other methods, but I just don't, this has been working for me. I've grown my account multiple times, when I was in the demo situation, just learning from $1,000 to one contract to over $15,000, 15 contracts. And I just did it again for the sake of this channel. So, and like I said, I don't know other terms, and I still have a lot to learn, and maybe this method, but what I've known so far, I apply and do it, and it's, I win more than I lose, right? So, just taking calculated trades based out of supply and demand zones. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe that sounds too simple, I don't know.
Well, that's what it is. That's the beautiful thing about it. Yeah. It's not complicated, and somebody that's got a lot of years experience trading, they can say it's too simple. It can't be that simple. You need other things to make it work, and unfortunately that's just not true. But believe me, I've been trading for 20 years, and so I understand what complicated is. I understand how to make everything very complicated.
And, thank you, Alan. Alan said, "Nice, keep it simple."
Yeah, perfect. That's it. Keep it simple, man. And no matter what your method is, keep it simple. And
target filled.
I was in a trade, by the way, just so you know. Okay. Talking, I got in at the support right there at 75 even.
Yeah.
Took that trade because I think this kind of this is kind of a bottoming pattern here. So I think you actually have a reverse head and shoulders possibly setting up here to go long. And, with the confluence of Allen's fib at 50%, I know it's going to show some good support. And that's one thing about fibs. Fibs are very popular. It's kind of one of those things to where so many people trade on fibs that things happen because of it, I guess. And that's the nice way to put it, I suppose. But so I went ahead and took this trade based off the bottoming pattern possible. Reverse head and shoulders to the long side here. So I'm going to got my point there. So he's going to leave a position in here at I took a profit. I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to try to tighten it up and let it run. Good job.
You're in this trade. Unfortunately, I can't see the, obviously I see it's green. How many ticks are you in, or points?
I'm just up 3 points, but I've got 1 tick locked in, and I'm not going to chase it.
Right.
I actually probably should move that stop actually below this candle right here, just in case price wants to come back in all the way back down here and check it. I don't think it will check below that, so I think this is kind of the runner for the day. This is kind of going to be the up move, because I think this is the bottoming pattern that's going to end up working itself out to the long side here. and but I'm gonna have to wait and move the stop when it gives me other pivot candles to kind of trail behind. So I'll just have to wait for that. Because of that, I'm actually gonna do. I'll take my point position out of being taking the profit and move it into a 2-tick stop, a loss, but I'm okay. I'm up on the trade. I'm up on the day, so I'm not worried about it. We just take a bullish engulfing candle that just happened right there at 1040. I'm going to use that as kind of a resistance area to the bottom and support area to the bottom. So that way, if price was to come back in all the way down to this area again, I don't have to worry about being ticked out. I really just go and take the 10-tick loss and still need that profit on the trade, but I want to give myself a chance for this one to run. Rachel, you leaving? All right, sorry about that. So yeah, I'm just kind of holding on, waiting for price to continue to move to the upside. I think it's gonna.
Yes. So we put on here. Maybe what's today? Thursday. BK, maybe tomorrow I can have everything set up, and we can do if you want. Tomorrow I can run it out of my screen.
Yes, yeah, I think that would be great. I want you to start doing that.
Yeah. So so you can walk me through things and.
Yeah, because you got the software. It's nothing to it, But yeah, we'll kind of work on that over the weekend and kind of get you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll get you going this afternoon, and then just test it out a little bit, and then make sure you got it going for tomorrow.
Are you free this afternoon? Like around 8 o'clock?
This evening?
Yeah.
That's the third. Yeah, I will be. Yep. So we can get on this evening.
Yeah, let's get on tonight and do the swing thing. If you're okay with that, but I'll do it out of my computer.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah,
That way we can do a test run.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do the swing session starting at 8 o'clock tonight. We can start that.
Yeah.
And test yours. Yeah, because what I'd like is that's what I'd actually ultimately like is you and Mitchell would kind of run this morning session. And I'd still be involved here, being, but I'd like you guys to actually run it. Just because I tend to need to be in and out quite a bit with kids and stuff, being sick. Like Max was sick this morning, so.
Oh, I see. Nobody's sick.
Yeah, but he's fine. Rachel my wife just took him to school, so it's fine.
Oh, good. Okay, he had a little late start to school.
Yeah.
What upper respiratory infection?
Yeah.
Yeah, this time of the year is kind of interesting. That's a kind of common thing. You don't expect it, but it usually happens, so it's kind of funny. Let's see, I'm sorry, let me read the response here from Mr. Vaughn. I've been trading for 27 years. I traded this number method, used daily support system levels, fit price patterns, and trend lines to make trades. Awesome.
Yeah, I like that. That's very good, man. I like everything he just said right there, man. He's not using a bunch of indicators. He's using trend lines and fibs and daily support and resistance stuff. So I like all that, Alan. That's great, man. Yeah. So you've been trading 27 years. So you actually got 7 years on me. So so that's cool. You know, no worries. That's great, man. I like it.
Great.
Yeah. So and that's what, but that was what I kind of went back to earlier. I think before Alan ever even came onto the channel, talking about successful traders are simple traders, man. You know, and so many people get sidetracked on thinking you have to have 15 different indicators on there with all these stochastics, CCIs, RSIs, all these different things on there to kind of give you a trade opportunity. And that's fine if you want to do that, but I think you're going to find that most traders that are very successful, that have been doing this for a long game, for the long game, you know, are keep things basic and simple, you know, because price is only, excuse me, price is only going to do three things, right? It's going to go up or down or sideways. Goodness. So, and it's just not, no reason to make it overly difficult. So that's very cool.
Right now, I feel like I'm not qualified to be here.
Whatever.
27 years, 25 you.
No, I got 20. Yeah, 20.
Oh, 20. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking you're.
No,
Because at your age, I expected you'd done more years. You know?
How old am I there, Holmes?
No, man, you're a young 42-year-old man.
Yeah, I wish I was 42.
You're not 42. Wait, you're
45.
45. You're 45.
Yeah, 45-year-old man.
You're 45. Oh man, 45 is the new 40.
Is it the new 40? Is that what you said?
No,
I know you were going to say the new 20, but you even couldn't get that out.
I couldn't get it out.
I appreciate that, though. But yeah.
That's great.
But I think that's what's cool about you and Mitchell both being here. Y'all have, 6 months to a year trading, and so you're new to the whole trading game, basically. But so I think we got both ends of the spectrum here, which is cool. So if you fall anywhere in between from that, I mean, that just goes to prove that you can trade in the markets in general, but this method for sure, because it's very simple.
Right. And I think one of the things I need to remember that I kind of struggle with, right, is the field I came in from medicine. Time is everything, right? So the more years you've done it, the better you are because the more things you've seen, right? But in trading, it's about the method. So you can be trading for 100 years, but if you use the wrong method, it's not very good, or you're not very good at the method you're using, right? So.
Yep, absolutely. It doesn't hurt to have all the extra knowledge that someone like Alan and myself have, but at the same time, it's also, you got to fight, at least I do, I got to fight, throwing other methodologies or other reasons into the method, so you don't need them. So it's just, even though you have all that knowledge in your head, it becomes something you just don't use and don't need to use after a while. You find a lot of it was just learning it. You was the experience, you learned it, but you come to find the hard way that you don't need it. And it was a waste of time, which is all part of the learning process, I guess you could say. But keeping it simple is the best. No matter how you look at it, keeping it simple is the right way to go.
Absolutely. Now, how many points have you got in your run?
Up 5 points right now.
Five. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm sitting at 3.75.
Oh, you got back in. Where'd you get in at, Holmes? You didn't say anything about that.
Sorry. 2976.25.
29?
20? No. Yeah, 2976. Yeah,
76. Quarter? Okay. All right. Well, that was a good place to get in if you're going to get in. That was good.
Yeah.
What I like about right there is you didn't chase the price. You waited for price to get back into a good area of support to go long. You didn't get in there and try to trace it.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
So-
I like options, Alan. Yeah, I like options as well. I like weekly options. Ever since they introduced weekly options, man, those have been a game changer. So that's cool. Intraday. Yeah, I like that. So do you take out of the money options? Trade intraday? Yeah, I like options. Options are very misunderstood by most people, because they hear how risky they are, but options are exactly what the word says. It gives you options, man, and if you know how to trade them, they can be very, very good, especially since the introduction of the weekly options, which is kind of gives you that. Trader don't want to be in them for months at a time, which is nice. Every Friday, every Monday, whatever, pay off, every Thursday, Friday, they pay off nicely. But so Alan, since you trade intraday options, do you trade out of the money options, or do you trade in the money or at the money, or what do you trade? I'm gonna go ahead and move my position in here, just below this doji. Just go ahead and lock in 3/4 of a tick here.
Okay.
That showed good support there. I think, like I said, I think we'll create kind of a little head and shoulders pattern here. Reverse head and shoulders.
You're moving it to what, 75.5?
Yeah. 75 and 3/4. Because 76 is the bottom of that doji, so I'll leave it at the.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm actually going to move. I'm gonna reverse it back down to just one tick of profit for me, just because I'd like to have a little bit stronger of reject. I'd like to have a little bit better of a pivot point than just using that doji there. So I'm gonna go ahead and at least lock in a tick at this point. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alan's in at 74 1/4. Now, nice trade. Yep. So he got in off the close of that. He got in on the close of that 10.25 and the open of the 10.30 off the bounce of his fib. That's where he got in. So
Nice.
He's actually in a little bit better than we are. We had our original position at 3 flat, so we took a really nice trade there into our zone. But that was before the fib was even drawn out of, which was nice. That gave me a little more confidence, but we got in really good on our method. So he's riding a pretty nice move right here at 74 1/4.
Yeah, good move.
So this is what I want the channel to eventually grow into, is people like Alan coming in and other people that are kind of that have a lot of knowledge, kind of come in and just talk and keep the chat going with a little different conversation, and I'd like to have the whole gambit from somebody who's been trading 27 years, 30 years, 40 years, to guys that have never even looked at a chart before,
Right.
Have the whole gambit, and knowing that anybody can trade this method to make it easy. But it's always nice, just because when you have the knowledge of a lot of different methods out there, it is kind of neat to see other people talk about it. Like Alan's in the Qs at the money at 189 for $1.99 at 218, so he's making a good cent. He's making 20-cent move there, 19-cent move. So that's a good weekly option. So you'll close that out today, Alan, for your intraday move. People with a small account, it would be great for people to learn weekly options. At least that was the way to go, because of the way you can use your money. But but now ever since the introduction to the micro futures, it makes the barrier entry to go away. It's a lot easier to get in now, so you don't have to. So if you have $1,000 account and you're trading in micros, you can play all day. You should never have to. If you trade a good method and you get really good at it, you should never have to fund any more of your own personal money into an account. Which is cool. It used to not be that way. So I would say that just almost about 9% return on the trade so far. That's cool. Very good. So you took your first 8 positions out already? Or actually, 10, yeah, your first 10 positions are out?
Yes, my first 10 are out. I locked 8 positions at one point.
Yeah.
And then I locked 2 additional positions at a point above that point at 2 points. And now I have 2 positions open at running at 3 1/4 right now.
Nice job. Nice job.
I just want to be sure I'm locking my money. My account continues to grow. So starting tomorrow, I'll be trading at 13 contracts, potentially, potentially more.
Yeah, maybe.
That's pretty good.
So do you see this reverse Head and Shoulders setting up right here?
I do. It's not quite there yet, is it?
No, not yet, but I mean it's setting up is what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This could be the lower neckline that gets broke to the long side if we come down. Oh, wait a minute now. I don't like that. I don't know what happened here.
Stop filled.
Just got taken out. But that way, it could still be a potential. Yeah, I wonder if there's some news coming out. Did I miss some news or something here? 'Cause that was a big move very quickly here. There's no news. I think this is price moving down there. No news. Okay, so anyway, still, it's good. Good move there. We'll see if this thing, yeah, we'll close today. Nice, cool, very cool out. So this is still setting up here. Still respecting our zone, which is cool. So what I'll draw here is a neckline, because this could still be a Head and Shoulders pattern. If this thing doesn't break below, it would just be a Head and Shoulders pattern. Yeah, I think that's, well, we're going to bust that. No Head and Shoulders pattern at this point, I don't think. So it's a pretty good move, though, from the short side there. I wasn't expecting that. I fully thought we'd be going long there. Be double bottom, They all of a sudden woke up, though. I can tell you that. I don't have my order flow going. I should have had it going. That's alright. Oh yeah, I agree out 100%, man. The 1256 contract is a awesome tax break for the futures. Awesome. 60/40. Awesome. Yep.
Yeah, this is, I actually like this. That's good.
Did you get into this trade?
I did. I got in I think it's 73 flat.
Got back in at 73 flat. Good. Yeah, for double bottom bounce there. That's good.
Yep.
You got so you already took a profit then on your first.
Yep. I already got my eight contract profit and 2 other ones and 2 point profit.
So that's just running that too right there.
Yeah. Yep. I'm running 2 contracts now to open.
Good job, man. That's good that you got back in there. I'm glad you weren't scared to get back in there. Good job.
And let me tell you something about being scared, bro.
Well, tell me, man. Tell me.
When you live the life I live, bro, nothing scares you anymore. Drinking out of plastic cups, man.
What's up with that, dude? You having to drink out of a plastic cup, man, that would have to be very scary for you.
Yeah.
To learn to do that.
I've had great friends. When you have great friends, man, you can do anything. You're like, yeah.
I can handle this plastic cup.
I can handle this plastic cup.
Got nothing on me. Oh, that's funny.
It's amazing how much I've changed though. The other day I was cooking something and it fell on the floor. I picked it up and ate it.
Oh my
I was
god.
like, it's fine.
Wow, that's a massive change for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Well, I'm about to be picking out here. Let's see.
Yeah. It might just continue to go. I mean, we're in downtrend, so it just made a lower high, you know, so that's the definition of a downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. It just hadn't made the lower low yet, but it's made a lower high, so
So now I'm going to look
we're
through
at a
what
double
I'm going
bottom
to do
situation
here.
here. Yeah, getting bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
And maybe if it breaks this right here. Alright, so I don't know if I can trade out of this because I think it's breaking.
Oh, yeah, you can't trade out of that.
So now I have to look to potentially go short.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see here. I mean, this could put a. We'll see how this price. What would be interesting is if this candle respects it and closes out higher, then I would still be looking for. I'd still be a long bias here, but if it breaks, which you just broke, but. Let's see.
Yeah, there's the break.
There's still a lot of reasons. I mean, there's a lot of support back over from yesterday in this price range right here.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can find some
38.2 fib down here at 68 even from Allen's high and low yesterday. So, which is there's a lot of price action right there. So, this could actually be a good little place to take a bounce trade here. 68 even.
Oh,
do that for fun.
well, there's a demand zone right there.
The what?
A demand zone at 10:50 yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm saying I might that high, you know, that's right at 68. I might try to see if it'll bounce off of that.
Yeah, I gotta be careful here though. There's some flashing going on.
Price is moving fast right here.
It's not really heavy. I see a lot of rejection here. There's a rejection.
Yeah, it's rejecting right at 68 and a quarter. Yeah, I'm willing to take the trade possibly as of this point right now because I mean I'm about done for the day. Anyway, I'm up for the day and we're at our 11 o'clock hour, so I was kind of be my last call to trade there. But
Order canceled.
it's kind of bouncing right there at that fib. 98.2. And a zone we have. Kind of front run that zone a tick. It would have got a nice little bounce.
Yeah.
But cool. All right. Well, at least we start gathering up. Let me update the spreadsheet here. 'Cause I'm done for the day. Trading wise, kind of starting to update the spreadsheet. So what did you tell me your stats? I mean, you just told me total number of trades and then your total losses. Look at mine here. So I won 8 points at 2 contracts and I lost 6, so netted out 2.5. So everybody can kind of just see the small contract trading. So kind of pull this in here. All right, so I'll at least go ahead and start doing the update on the individual. So today we took a trade at this morning, right out before market open. Took a couple trades actually, but got our 1 point for the individual trade. So as an individual trader with a $1,000 contract, 1 point at a time, meaning you lost a point or you made a point, you were done for the day. You didn't stick around for any more trades. Okay. You won today, so you're up. You're up from 1,000. You're up $530.40. That's after net commissions, which is great. So good job there. You have 53% in your account thus far in 26 days. So understand that to start with, you know, it's going to be slow, but this is where you're learning, man. This is where you're learning to sit on your hands. You're learning how to enter trades and be patient and let the process work for you. Okay, it's all about process. So you've done that. You're doing well here. So your contracts will start compounding soon. But for right now, we're at one contract until we get to 2,000. Okay, so you're up to $530 of profit. So 470 to go. So good job there on individual. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. Now let's do the team team deal here. Well, I'm just going to say one contract and we'll just multiply the points here. So. I'm working on it, Soto.
Yep. Sorry, I'm working on it.
That's fine. Yeah, take your time. Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right. How many did you do? How many did you win?
Okay. I won 6.
6 trades.
Six trades. Yes.
Okay. How many?
I took 8 trades. Lost 2.
Okay, so you won. Okay, so you got to do your points for me since we're doing it this way.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here.
I could do it the easier way, but
Okay.
the problem is
I got it.
You know what? Maybe we should do it this way. No, let's do it. Let's shoot. I hate to halfway into this chart to do it this way, but it'll be the same thing. All right, so let's do. You're trading 12 contracts right now, right?
Correct.
So 12 contracts. I trade 2 for the channel. So let me do that. Let me do 12. So we're at 14 contracts between the two of us right now. So 14 contracts. I made 9 2/4 of a point. How many did you make? How many points did you make?
6.
6 pay. Okay, so 9 plus 6. So 15 1/4. So we made 15.25 points. Alright. But then we lost. Let's see here. I lost 6. How many did you lose? You lost
2 trades, so that's 2 trades, which is
lost 12. You lost she lost 6. You lost 2 trades at 12 contracts. You lost 24.
Right.
Wait a minute, that's not going to be right.
No, because you're not doing the same for the
we're not doing this.
points.
So,
If you're going to do the contract, you can just do 2. See, there, you're right. So you just put 2 plus how many you lost.
wait a minute. Hold on. You're trying to just make this so people can easily understand it without having to explain it every time.
Right.
I don't like jumping like that, so
Yeah.
we've already started it this way. We need to leave it this way. So how many on all you had 6 trades and you took out 8 at 1. Are you adding all this up, or you usually want me to do it?
Sorry, I thought you were doing it.
I guess I'm not looking at your stuff, so I guess it would be
No, that's all right. Let me do it real quick.
48. So you got 48. You got 48 points out at 8. Okay.
Right, 48. Okay, yeah, 48 out of 8.
Then you have 12. You have 24 out at 2.
Yep.
Okay, so
And then the rest were all ticks, 1 tick.
okay.
So 6. So 3 points. No, sorry. One point and a half.
1.5 points there? You sure?
Yep.
Okay. So 73.5 points. So you made 73.5.
Okay.
Then minus what you lost.
And I'm minus 12.
Minus
I mean, no, 24.
24. Yeah, minus 24. Okay, so you netted out 49.5 points per contract, or per as a contract. So 49. So we'll leave it at that, and then minus. So 64.75 minus 6 and 12, so minus 12 minus 24. All right, so we netted 28 and 3/4. So that's what we did. We'll just leave it at that, 28.75. Okay. Oh shoot, I gotta do that. Daggone it. Hold on, I gotta do this. I made 88.75 minus
76.
minus 36. Alright, there he goes. Alright, there it is. So
Okay.
still netted
How we
out
do?
52 points between both of us. 188, lost 36.
Alright.
So with a net profit of 1988, so our team bounces up to 66.40.
Awesome.
All right. So good job, man. Good job. So we'll probably just have to do that for here on out for a while, and maybe after maybe when we get to 10,000, I'll make the adjustment and start doing it a little bit differently with the contracts. So let's see. Sorry about that. So yeah, good job, man. 66.40, nice. Individual trader, 1 point. Good job. Made you up to $1,530. So very good, very good. Good day.
Good. And Alan, I don't know if you saw that. Alan made he pulled out on the triple Q there at 0.2, 23 for a 12% return, and then he got stopped out on the ES trailing stop at 29.76.5.
29.76.5. Oh yeah, nice job, man. Good job, Alan.
Very good.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Alan. Good job, man. I really like your input, so thank you very much. And then I enjoyed it. And then Soto, nice job again. And
Thank you, buddy.
and we'll do this again. We're gonna do it tonight. If anybody wants to listen and watch us, we're gonna try to get Soto's chart up tonight, so he can live stream tonight. Because come Monday, I'm gonna start running that session about 8 to 10 at night and kind of do some swing trading there. We'll be starting on the Asian session with our method here. But we'll do it on the hourly time frame, so we'll have bigger moves. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna start that tonight to kind of get Soto's live stream going, so he can start running it on in the mornings. So if you're interested in that, hey, check us out, man. We'd like to see you again tonight. But hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
You've been listening and watching the Titan Futures 1 Point a Day Challenge. Live stream. Remember, we're live daily, 9 to 11. And BK, Soto, and Mitchell are here to help. The Titan Futures 1 Point a Day Challenge, where anyone can learn how to day trade the futures market. Till next time.